the prodigal son's loving father? Yeah, this is Paul. He welcomes us back into his family even after we've strayed from him. He cares about every precious sheep in his flock. Oh, like a good parent, God disciplines us when we disobey him. Now, God disciplines those he loves. Hebrews 12:6. Now, there's going to be some disciplining, yes. And for all of those good Christians that said, well, we're going the way, yeah, and we're going to be little gods and we're going to make look-alike spouses because you have to come to find out, yeah, because you have to. Some discipline in the United States would require you to go to prison, poop, and lose all you own. See, just looking at the Federal Religious Freedom Restoration Act, yes, 42 U.S. Code 2000 BBET. In 1993, Congress passed the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, the RFRA, by overwhelming bipartisan votes of 97-3. Yeah. Now, in the Senate and a unanimous voice vote in the House, President Clinton signed the RFRA into law, citing a shared desire, citing a shared desire here to protect perhaps the most precious of all American liberties, religious freedom. Now let's see. My sons have been going to the wrong church for over 8 years. Yes. And you decided to use court orders to obstruct my religious freedom because it's difficult for me as a father to be able to discipline my sons because I'm their dad and I'm going to decide where they go to church. This perhaps the most precious of all American liberties, religious freedom. Now, this law, yes, was signed into law in 1993. Now, by passing the RFRA, Congress amended every federal statute, whether enacted before or after 1993, to include its strong protection for religious freedom. Now, every federal statute and regulation must be implemented in a way, yeah, that complies with the RFRA's stringent safeguards. Yes, every regulation. Oh, what does the RFRA require? If an individual's or institution's exercise of religion is substantially burdened, then the federal government must demonstrate two things. One, that it has a compelling governmental interest that justifies the burdening the specific individuals or institutions' exercise of religion. And that its compelling interest is being furthered in the least, yes, restrictive means possible. This is a very high standard that the government often cannot meet. Now, for the state of Washington, yes, you have two burdens. Every time you issued a court order, yes, every time you arrested me, your fabricated evidence in May of 2012, let's go ahead. Your fabricated evidence on December 31st, yeah. Your fabricated evidence on June 16th of 2017, yes. The false police report and arrest on Guam on July 2nd of 2011, yeah. You know, it could be that law enforcement doesn't understand that every time the government burden me, you violated my freedom of religion. You violated my right to make the custody decision making for my son's religious experiences. Yes. And then when I gave you the evidence of Marilyn being abused, yeah, you violated my right to have the influence, yes, as a father, on what she experiences and her children experience. Now, since God disciplines those he loves, I'm going to want to file multiple hundred billion